Look, they they gave her her own series. Is that a mark? What is this? All right, Ironheart. Ironheart gets her own series. Now, when Riri Williams first popped on up on the scene, I was kind of excited. I had liked what Bendis did when he created Miles Morales. Thought he was gonna, have a lightning strike twice, or strike gold twice, or something was gonna happen twice. I don't know, but Bendis was on his way out. He was not committed to the bit, I think. And Ironheart became less of a hero and more of a villain, in my opinion. Last I left off, she had taken over a small country, and then left it in a state of disarray and caused all sorts of issues. And she's kind of a narcissistic asshole, and she's just generally unlikable for the most part. She is the person who has no real problems. I mean, yes, her father's dead, her stepfather got killed, and her friend got killed when she was a child. And I'm not saying that can't shape you, but it doesn't give you the right or the excuse to be as dark and gross and mean as she is to people who are trying to be nice to her. People who love her, people who care about her, she is completely horrible to them. Save for maybe her mom, but I'm not even sure then. Anyway, I dropped off the series, so I was really surprised when they gave her her own series outside of the Iron Man thing. Look, she's got a new suit. This is a beautiful cover by Scotty Young. Is it Scotty Young? Yeah, and someone saying the design of this cover really great. Scotty makes this suit look kind of cool. It's fun chibi style. But how's the book, right? Can a new writer, Eve Ewing, save this character? I don't know. I read it. First of all, okay, things I like about it. The art in it is really good. Who's the artist? These people. Great. Just wait. So question. Is Clayton Cowles the only letterer in the world? How come he's the only guy's name I ever see on anything? Blows my mind. Jen Bartel did a cover? Okay. Anyway. So the art is absolutely top-notch fantastic. Which is, I'm really glad. I mean, look at that. It's really, really good stuff. Great expressions. Yeah, I am over the moon pleased with how great the art is in this book. For multiple reasons. One, I love when the art is good, and two, because Marvel has been neglecting their artists for a long time, so it's good to see them bringing really top talent back in. Really pleased about that. How is the writing? The writing is good. It's fine. I didn't know what to expect, but it's good in the sense that it is consistent, more or less, with how Bendis started her. She is still a narcissistic asshole, which bummed me out because I'm sorry, this isn't a hero. This is a villain, or a villain in the making. Maybe Riri is a character study on how somebody can become a villain. I don't know. But I blanked on her name again. Eve Ewing did a really good job of carrying that over, which was really frustrating to me. So it's a weird backhanded compliment, right? The writing is pretty decent because it sounds exactly like Riri Williams, who I can't stand as a character. So take that as a good or bad. The best thing I think she did is because Riri is so unlikable, and for the first half of this book, she is incredibly unlikable. I don't think she's a likable person. It is not until, and full spoilers here. I mean, full spoilers. It's not until a childhood friend FaceTimes her because their mothers were talking and realized she's basically a loner narcissistic asshole and is going down a dark path. You know, she thinks nobody has anything in common with her. She thinks nobody cares about her. It's her against the world. F everybody else. She's the smartest. She's the greatest. No one can touch her, right? She's really high and mighty on herself while strangely also being self-loathing. It's sad. It's really sad. But this dude calls, what is his name? Does it say? I feel like it's somewhere. Maybe I should know who it is if I had actually kept up with. Yeah, I don't know. But he actually has things in common with her and manages to, I don't know, start making her more human, right? Like he's like, oh, you got a Geordie LaForge thing, da 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 da. What is that about? And she gets all upset that he even noticed it. It's cosplay, blah 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 blah. And, you know, another loser thing. See, she thinks it's so funny for a person who thinks so highly of herself. She thinks so lowly of herself, and maybe that's a thing that people like that struggle with. I don't know. But he's like, no, I love Star Trek. And then she's like, oh, I like Star Trek too. Can you imagine that two people have things in common? Can you even imagine that? That happens. But Riri is the smartest dumb person I've ever seen. And she, I guess, didn't think, she thought she was so unique in the world. That's the other thing that I think she's indicative of the millennial generation, where they think they're so unique. You know, they're unique snowflakes, the unique flowers, and they come to realize that, yes, while everybody's an individual, people have things in common, and that just shocks their mind, right? That just shocks their mind. They don't know how to deal with it. Riri is indicative of that kind of mentality. And then, granted, I'm generalizing. But he pulls her out of her jerky kind of cell that she's built around herself. And look, she's starting to smile. She's starting to get happy. And blah, blah, blah. She kind of gets frustrated with him at one point in time. He kind of asks her, what's her deal? Oh, yeah, and her dead friend shows up as an AI at the end. Cliffhanger. Yeah. Actually, so all said and done, Eve did a pretty good job. Given that she was given a really difficult character to deal with. Oh, Lord, this review's still going on. I just looked at the timer. Should you get it? I don't know yet. It's a good start. And I'm torn because I still am not big on the character. I still don't think it's a great character. But if Eve continues to sculpt her into an actual hero instead of a pseudo villain, then I as much as it pains me to even try to like this hero. It just maybe that's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. So we'll see. One was an okay start, issue 1. I know people might rip me up for that, but I don't care. Issue 1, all things considered, was a pretty good restart to this character, because she was going down the villain path until halfway through this book. So we're gonna see where this goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. It helps grow the channel. Got to get through a couple other reviews, and I'll talk to you later.